It gives me great pleasure to be here at Bordeaux Hills again and to celebrate the work of so many volunteers that came together to do the project that we are celebrating today. We have a lot of people that we want to acknowledge, but I will do that at the end of today because I know you want to hear from the mayor, who's also very excited. We couldn't do this project without the mayor's support, so Mayor Cooper, if you want to join us.
Well, thank you, Fabian. Thank you. It's great to see everybody. I want to recognize Quante Toombs, our councilwoman here, who's helped getting it done for all of us, and Circuit Court Clerk Joseph Day. Well, congratulations. And, you know, this is a great moment, and there's a lot of thank yous that are deserved. And Chair Rachel Bell, and I see our Deputy Mayor Brenda Haywood here, which is the source of all good things. Vice Chair Eric Capehart, Secretary Keys, Budget Delegate Cox. But really the thanks go to the residents of Bordeaux and North Nashville, because we are here because of you. You seized an opportunity to have your voice heard and how your tax dollars should be spent to benefit your community. And we are celebrating getting that done with Councilwoman Toombs' help. We were committed to making responsible, equitable investments that make Nashville a city that works for everybody, and here is an example. And you've done that. And this is the first completed project as part of the participatory budgeting process. Now, there's a lot more on the way. And how did that happen? It happened because 500 community members voted. And once tallied, the community chose 8 projects to fund, including a set of 6 speed bumps, part of a traffic calming project that brings us here today. But from a new pavilion at Bordeaux Gardens Park to a better playground for Hartman Park to additional bus shelters and more, you and your neighbors weighed in to choose these projects that are going to create the best life for your families and for our everyday community. Now, I'm grateful that this is an innovative approach to budgeting that directly connects your priorities with public spending. Feels normal, but you know that's pretty revolutionary. And I just want to congratulate everybody here for making this work and for this community to lead the way. Isn't that right, Judge Bell? For this community to lead the way. I'm grateful to all of you to being examples about how cooperation and collaboration leads to real concrete change. And you know, I'm especially grateful to Budget Delegate Cox, who submitted the idea for this traffic calming project that is now officially complete. Now, this round I think is a success, and so I'm excited to announce that this June we'll be beginning, with Council Lady Toombs' help, the second round of participatory budgeting. Let's build on this success and let's get investments out into our community. We're committing another $2 million for community projects in our current budget process. And I encourage everybody here, now that we know that this works, get to Hub Nashville, get to meetings, make your voice heard, submit your proposals, all our good ideas. And I'm grateful for everybody here for your work in this project. And I'm always grateful also to my former colleague on the council, Fabian Bedney, for helping steward this process along. But I think he'd agree with me. You all, the community, is who got this done. It's the community ideas that we're responding to. We're here working for you. We're here working for you, and thank you for your guidance, suggesting the project, and your prioritizing this for this community. And with that, let me recognize our Judge Bell. Again, congratulations. Big week last week. On to our bright future. Thank you all very much.
Mayor.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Very good.
So this is an exciting time, isn't it? This is community at its best. As a young child running on these streets, playing basketball on these streets, riding bikes, and I saw some friends here to say, hey, I rode my bike over here, and I used to run down to this street, and I think we played street football back then. Y'all remember that? Kickball, all types of stuff. So yes, being a native Nashvilleian, especially from this community and everybody that's here, and Miss Cox, I've known her my whole life. And so to have the idea to bring the street calming bumps here to keep cars from going through. I think most of us in this community are probably jealous, right? We want them too, don't we, in our neighborhoods? But this is one of many, like Mayor Cooper says. But yes, it's community that makes this happen, but we have to thank our mayor. We have to thank our mayor. Yes.
Well, I'm here thanking you.
Yes, but for bringing this idea and this project, and to Fabian for bringing this idea and this project to Nashville. This is a pilot project that we worked on last year, and yes, I was honored to be your chair for the first project and put the guidelines together with a phenomenal group of other steering committee members, as well as budget delegates that did at least 6 hard months of work. And when I tell you the level of commitment that came from the community, it was very, very important. But as Mayor Cooper did say, if community doesn't step up, if community doesn't show up, community doesn't give ideas, there will be other people that will tell us the ideas for our community, right? If we don't give our own ideas for our community. So it's very important that we continue to do this work. It's very important that we continue to honor the call and then answer the call. So at this time, I'm just so excited about being here today and being able to share this moment, the first of many projects that will be completed for our community with this pilot. We're on the second pilot, coming with another steering committee and another group of budget delegates, and that's another $2 million. So in the next couple of years, we'd have put $4 million into our community. And yes, it should start. Resources should start coming into Bordeaux and into this community, District 2 and District 1, and all those alike. But I want to turn it over now to Brad Freeze. He is the Chief Engineer for Nashville Department of Transportation. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Judge Bell. So really, all the thanks need to go to the community. Thank you for your engagement with Fabian through this process, and also thank you for his vision. Thank you for Fabian's vision and the mayor's vision for this. So the traffic calming program is one of our most popular programs at NDOT, and really, speaking from a public servant, is one of the most rewarding programs to be a part of. To get to see us actually have an opportunity to do this and come out in the neighborhood and actually address some of the behavioral issues that you see out there for drivers. So really excited to be a part of this program. Very thankful for the involvement of the mayor's office in this program as well. And thank you for the Bordeaux Hills community. Really appreciate your engagement, like I said. The technical term for these out here that you see are speed cushions. You will not think they're cushions if you drive going over the speed limit, right? So, I mean, they'll rip out the undercarriage of your car if you're driving and having bad behavior out here on this street. So we're very excited to be able to bring this project and work with the community here. Looking forward to more opportunities to work with the community on this. So thank you very much. I guess I'm going to turn it back over to Fabian.
Thank you. Well, we couldn't have done this without the work of the steering committee members and the budget delegates who actually put the projects together. So I want to invite Ms. Cox to join us here. Where is she at? Come on in. Please share with us your work. They did a great job as budget delegates.
Okay, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the mayor's office for this project, the members of the steering committee, and the participatory budget delegates. I would like to say thank you to Fabian Bednay, Kaya Jarman, and Ruby Baker, who worked so hard in getting a lot of the votes for our speed humps. Okay, participating in this project has empowered me because I had a say in how our community could be improved. I enjoyed going around North Nashville taking pictures of areas that need to be upgraded. And I am looking forward to the 2022 second cycle. So you all get involved so we can have improvements in our neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please give Ms. Cox another round of applause. And the work they did was amazing. So at this point, I'd like to just thank some people that were very helpful during this process. Obviously, Kia Jarmon over there, she was the program facilitator. Thank you, Kia, for your work. We couldn't have done this without the Metro Council. Councilmember Toombs and others, they are the ones that approved the proposal that the mayor put together. So thank you, Metro Council members, for that, for recommending people to work as volunteers in this process, to really be so involved in the betterment of your communities. There is also the Metro staff. A lot of people working for Metro did a lot of work to answer the questions from the budget delegates. Can this be done? How much will this cost? Is this permissible? So I couldn't name everybody that worked on this, but without the Metro staff, we couldn't have done this either. And then I would like to go real fast naming everybody that was a steering committee member or a budget delegate. You guys saw Chair Bill, Eric Capehart, Vice Chair Dijon, Keys, Secretary Ms. Cleveland, Scott, Wooding, Robbie Grant, Dixon, Frey, Donegan, Harrison, Ewing, Thorpe, Parham, Newman, Nesbitt, Brazel, and Ms. Tribble. And then the budget delegate members were Ms. Anderson, Ashby, Benyon, Ms. Cox that you guys met, Ms. Dixie, Donegan, Hinem, Forrester, Hancock, Majors, Ms. Quinta Martin, who is the vice chair of the 2022 Participatory Budgeting Project, Matthews, Parker, Reese, Reynolds, Scott, and Kathy Weaver. So at this point, I'd like to invite Ms. Ruby Baker, who's the president of the local Neighborhood Residents Association. Thank you, Ms. Ruby, for hosting us here today.
Oh, okay. I had to make notes because you know I'll talk when I get excited. And so I see a lot of, can you hear me? Because I'm short. Okay. First, I want to thank you, Mayor Cooper, for your leadership in providing more resources to neighborhoods through the participatory budget allocation. And I want to thank you as well, Judge Rachel Bell, for your leadership as the budgeting chair. And also you, Brad Freeze, and the staff that worked so hard to put these speed cushions in place. I took video of them out here working. The sun was beaming, but they were working. They worked all day. So thank you. And also Ms. Deirdre Cox, where did she go? Thank you so much for moving this project along. And first, last but not least, thank you to Bordeaux Hills and North Nashville neighborhoods that came together. Thank you. Yeah, give yourselves a hand. They knocked on doors, they walked the streets, they made phone calls, they got the neighbors involved. Yeah, my legs still hurt. See? So I want to say thank you for continuing to be active players in the community. The Bordeaux Hills Speed Hump installation being the first completed project in the participatory budget in Metro Nashville, it is a good step in the right direction of neighbors being given an opportunity to be involved and actively participate. And what's best about it, it doesn't stop here in Bordeaux Hills. We look forward to seeing completed projects in all of Bordeaux, North Nashville, and hopefully expanding to Weiss Creek, to Jolton, and all of the other surrounding communities. And as neighbors, with the assistance of the participatory budget, let's continue to build on our work to create safe and vibrant communities. So again, thank you, and I will now turn it over to Fabian. But before I do that, we have refreshments on the table. I know it's hot. We have bubbly, which is Martinelli sparkling cider. We also have what we call our speed hump dogs, which are mini pig in the blankets, compliments of my sister. And we also have mini red velvet cupcakes. If you've not had a red velvet cupcake from Divine Sweets, you've not had red velvet. So after the program, if you will, just grab you a snack. I got it COVID friendly, so you can just grab it and go if you need to. And thank you again for coming out, and thank you to everyone that had a hand in moving this project forward. So I want to encourage Haynes Park. Haynes Park is so deep in the neighborhood today. Raise your hand, Haynes Park. We got to acknowledge our neighbors. We got to acknowledge our neighbors. They came out because they wanted to see what these speed cushions look like. You also have Bordeaux Hills that's here. You have Haynes Manor and a lot of other neighborhoods that's represented here. And this, again, is a community effort. So thank you for coming out, and thank you for enduring this hot sun, and grab you a speed hump treat. Compliments of Bordeaux Hills. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ruby. And with that, we finish. But I wanted to remind you, if you're interested in participating, you can submit ideas using the link in the back of your program, pb.nashville.gov. Next month, we'll put a link there to the Hub Nashville page where you can submit your ideas. And if you want to volunteer, if you want to be part of the leadership, we need budget delegates to help us put the projects together for the second cycle. So there is a link there for you to apply. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mayor Cooper. Thank you, the budget delegates and steering committee members. And that's it today. Thanks.
Okay.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.